I didn't do it. Alright, that went through. Take this to my page. Rag, I need you to test something for me.
Oh dear.
I need you to try and change my game.
Alright.
To see if your editor role works. Changing my game, and then try raiding.
Raiding? Oh, you want
Yeah,
me to
because
raid someone?
we can cancel it.
Right.
I need to know if the thing goes through, because I was doing editing on stuff. That also is part of my problem why I'm brain fried. I was trying to figure out things that had stumped me when I was sober. About extensions and connections and stuff, and it just...
Let's see.
That's right, I need to test the Spotify.
Nope. I can only report something else and share. As for raid...
How do I give those permissions to mods?
Looks like I'm allowed to raid. I won't do it. It's allowing me to type out the command and everything.
It lets you, and then it says you can?
It lets me type the command. I didn't want to hit raid to anyone.
So you can raid if I asked you to?
Maybe, but I didn't hit the... Here, I'll test if I can. I just know
test it. Worst case scenario, just test it on yourself. Worst case scenario, I just restart stream.
Channel cannot raid itself. So
Are
it
you
works.
on yours?
Oh no, I'm on yours. No, I'm on yours. And I just did raid you. And it said channel cannot raid itself.
Fuck it, raid Garden Zebra.
Ah, fuck. I almost got bit by a weird alien shark.
My bad. I'm having... Can you not pause?
I can. I just wanted to find something real quick. Oh, hello.
Were you able to change the game at least?
I need to get back to the surface real quick.
Blah, 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 blah. I was just wondering if giving you the editor role...
I'm gonna die! Air!
Farts on you.
I almost died in my own fart.
Yo, that's a lot of tentacles.
These aren't tentacles. These are, some kind of rock-like structure. I don't know how it worked.
I did the knock thing.
Ah, you were checking the knock, or...
Always do it the knock.
Ah.
I did the knock. And now I'm knocking your screen.
Alright. Figure out how to get to that source there. This one.
That way, like, we're officially hanging out together.
Yeah. It's all looking good. But, you have to... I guess.
I don't know what's happening, I just hit the join thingy.
Yeah. Just remember, you have to... Okay, just show chat. Only you can do that. Sadly.
I didn't know what the join thing did, but... No,
Dude.
Uh-oh.
There's goodness.
Yeah, whatever. I probably shouldn't be messing stuff with stuff.
Okay, got an extra grow bed. Oh, water.
Did I turn my mic on?
Oh, well, your mic.
Oh.
Not.
Oh, it's because,
Yep.
Hold on, let me add collab, because I don't know what the frig is
Okay.
happening. Why is it showing W's where the pictures are?
Hmm? That's something I will not know, Wolf. I'm dumb.
That's why I had to, like, shut it down, because there's, like, W's, it was double screen. I hate something. Next thing I know, I can't get that off. I hit the join on your stream and it kind of broke. Because I forgot it wasn't my tab, so he was confused why it said join. So I guess what happened was I joined you while you had joined me, and so we ended up in this loop and it kind of broke it. Somehow 2 plus 2 equals 4 or 6. I mean, plus 2 something like equals
Yeah,
6.
maybe.
Now just switch to 4.
No, for forward.
Alright, let me finish channel surfing.
Okay.
And then, because I need to
Yeah,
collect
I lost
points.
my.
And then I will keep yours open as my second. I just have to collect a bunch streaks because they'll hog it to me in my sleeps.
Best speed is.
Have I only
There
been
you go.
live for 7 minutes, or was that 7 minutes ago or something? I'll have to know if I can. Or if you can, right?
I need to stop fucking drowning.
Yeah. I'll have word figured out after. I just need to know if mods can do the raid
probably humanity's real hope.
Oh, that's a new critter.
I'll probably join you guys after I end with blues at like 10 or 11. And then have somebody try to raid out.
Okay, it's good. And this second one. That's titanium. Fuck.
I am a titanium puck. Nice to meet you.
Ah, thank God, I found silver.
Alright, well I'm just gonna go do this thing.
Okay.
My brain cook.
Your brain is very cooked.
Yeah, no, I got stuck on games, what I was doing due to my title. But then wanted to do my title, but also didn't know what I wanted to do first, the titler. And my brain has been getting stuck in loops. And then it leaves me clueless because I'm waiting. I just sit there and wait for the fucking red low dot to go away. Oh, you get off my tile. Go get your own tile.
The weapon
Bitch.
contains ancient arcane. The structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the arcane stored within.
Are you guys just gonna push every button until it works? Instead of looking at the fucking clues? Right here.
Recluse.
There you go. That was it. Like, if I fucking knew, then you really should know. Because, I mean, have you seen my state of mind? Am I just on a being baked team? Rag? I think my whole team's high. I figured out the puzzle before all three of them could figure out what the fuck they were doing. Does that concern you about my team?
A bit.
I really hope we're all overly overpowered, because if we aren't... Right here, guys. Look at the parts. Look at the... Oh my god. They are more cooked than me. I'm like leading the team in puzzle solving while high. This is bad.
The enemy commander
This is bad, especially if you consider how bad I am.
We must find a device.
Or maybe I'm just not as bad as I thought I was.
Maybe.
Maybe I just needed music to come out of my phone.
Come on, I need to drive faster.
Here, have spear.
I'm gonna drown. Oh god, I just survived.
Look at that, it fucking... Oh my god, I'm also the most powered person on my team. That explains fucking everything. Y'all are just fucking noobs. Like, I don't think of myself as an expert in this. I think of myself not as a beginner. Like, I know how to do stuff well and function well. But I mean... I don't optimize. I'm not like a pro. I am listening to a playlist, Rag, and I needed feedback about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, the feedback is pretty much... I will uninclude my audio when I do this. You can, like, answer your audio muted or whatever.
Technology and are using it to emit inversion energy. It appears they are defending the
You can't step on the same square as me, my friend.
The weapon contains ancient
Not that one.
The structure on the ground glows and releases this.
See, unlike you fools, I've been paying attention in class.
You can disconnect the energy link using
I solved the puzzle better than my three teammates. One of them. Two of them were figuring it out almost as fast as I was. The other one, I don't know, was sitting in a corner maybe? Watching everyone else solve the fucking puzzle? Or these guys are just really, you know, teamwork at guessing, and they don't give up halfway through. Yeah, no, it's that there's three people guessing. And they're not even reading it, they're just team pushing the buttons.
Descendant. The enemy
You're just pushing fucking buttons.
Yeah, I would explain why it's revealed, so... you cunts!
Arcade properties. You need to attack that device from above to penetrate
Road.
the inversion energy.
Yo, I feel like just making my team think I suck by standing on the wrong button and just shooting at the boss instead of like I don't know what the fuck's going on or why it's not working and just acting like an idiot for the sake of seeing how my team responds. You wouldn't. What am I the only one of the few people who would do that shit?
You're one of a. Yeah, you're one of few people who would do that shit.
Just act like a complete idiot for no other reason.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do that next time. Although I think I just did all of them. I did it. Hopefully this one has it. I bet not though. Just act like I have no idea what I'm doing.
I mean, they can't check your rank or anything, correct?
Oh, they can. I can check theirs. I mean, but my rank, it's like Warframe. It's just about how many weapons you've used. It's literally Warframe, except you level up faster. Because it's not just maxing the level, It's every fucking level you get credit. Going from level 1 to 2. Going from level 1 to level 8 gives me 7 levels of credit. And maxing it then gives you a big bonus. Each level gives you an increased amount.
Descendant. This is a phase separation veil, which uses immersion energy.
Okay, put the wiring kit.
Every weapon, every level.
Tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results,
Every
the structure that
descendant.
appears to be a computing device is full of Vulgus artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data.
Every mission you haven't done, every mission you haven't done hard, just like steel pad.
Oh, I need gold. The fuck do I get
But it's
gold?
not as bitchy as steel pad. every quest you do, I think. I think every intel you get. Look, I've seen it come late. I've seen people that are complete fucking idiots at level whatnot. And I've seen ones that like have professional the game, like Disturbed, for example, does not know what the fuck he's doing, hasn't done many missions.
The enemy commander is
no offense to Disturbed, but just because you've learned to heavy level doesn't mean you know what's going on in the game. Like, he hasn't played since like season 1, like play, other than to play with other people, like sisters, a couple times. So like, he didn't even know how to get a specific material. So like, I didn't have it memorized, but I knew how to like at least look up how to find something. And that's something I kind of figured out in the first couple minutes. They could, you have people that are high, that could be high level without, and it could be complete idiots.
Yeah, that's true.
Descendant. This is a phase separation veil, which uses inversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure
the best they could do is even if they have gotten weapons, they'd have to like they could look up how to like change the ratio or not.
Into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
I could have had someone do it for him.
Yep.
I mean, take the sisters for example. They're level fucking 29. That's because we both play on each other's accounts. And I'll do her shit, and they level their weapons, but they really don't know a whole lot like I do. And the only reason they know as much as they do is because they literally watch me play, and I explain it to them. But they're incredibly new to the game.
The enemy commander is using the phase separation
they're an
veil
entire
as a shield.
season.
If you overload the computing device, you can create an opening to attack the commander directly.
Like behind me. And there was like that big gap in between when they did play. So measuring it by seasons would be hard because I did. And they still haven't leveled up all their weapons.
Barry fueled my air just enough to...
I'm not tired. I don't know what you're talking about. I have not been yawning for the past few days. Like a fucking dog yawn. Definitely not me. Yeah, I think should probably get these ads watched quickly. I have a playlist called Dropping the F-Bomb. And it's just got like a punk goth attitude.
You're gonna go out looking like that.
Which is like you're all sass.
Your last will and testament before
not caring what other people think kind of that bit. And being sharp toned. Without actually being hateful. Kind of like Tsundere, except they don't like you.
Yeah.
It's like the Tsundere attitude without them like secretly liking you and not wanting to say it. Just the base level. They will whatever, and it's like the opposite. It's the polar opposite without being the nice opposite. I don't know how else to say it. They tell you exactly how they feel. It's like the tsundere attitude, except if the tsundere was being honest and not lying about it. With everything a tsundere would say. It's not like I like you or anything. I don't fucking like you. It's without the like, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
They just simply don't like you and they tell you. And they don't volunteer positive information either. But they don't lie. Goths tend to be snippety and not positive. I have a very gothic personality. I just warp by nature, but I warp it. That's why I come off as my version of nice. That's you ever heard Mag say you're not nice, that you're your version of nice? What you hear is me pretending to care. I am trying not to hurt your feelings so you don't make my day more complicated. When I actually stop giving a shit, that's different. Because at that point I just don't have to care what you think. And you see how I am towards people. I don't care how they think. I'll straight up say it to their face.
True.
It means I'm no longer trying to get along with you because it makes my life easier. Friends are people like there's friendly terms, there's friends, there's best friends, and there's like family figures. And there's the best friend, which is a family figure. And then there's I don't give a crap. You annoy me. I dislike you and I fucking hate you.
Yep.
You haven't seen me hate somebody yet.
I know you had those discomfort moments.
I tend to not talk about people I hate because I'm very unfriendly about it.
Ah.
But when I hate you, I have nothing nice to say about you. Every positive thing is just less negative. The most positive thing I can say about Julie was at least she wasn't out in the hall all the time. That way I didn't have to deal with her fucking ass. She didn't snore would be one of them. It's not a positive, it's a lack of a negative. That's the best thing I can say is lack of negatives. There is nothing good about her. I didn't get an, like... Another good example is... Every positive, the mere interaction outweighed the positivity. They were so unpleasant, I just rather not receive free things from them. She would give me free food.
Yeah.
Is she overcooked? And take the act of taking it from her and like actually receiving it, I did it, but I would rather she just not fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
And that was a person I hate that I was on friendly terms because I was forced to live with them in the same building as them. So all of the interactions, but you've like...
Oh no, I farted in my suit again.
Julie was a absolute piece of work. If you want my personal opinion, she was an absolute piece of work. She needs... I can't say that in our streams. She's a very, very, very bad person. And I would not mind if very, very bad things happened to her.
Well, no shit.
But I cannot say what I want to say on stream. I want to so bad, but I'm not going to because I know better. See, the thing is not... I know what to say. It's not that I know what to say, it's I know what not to say.
Yeah. And
this is one of those moments. I will not say because this is something I know not to say. No matter how bad I want to, I can't. Yeah. So I keep my mouth shut. You have no idea what I would say. Like, you could say you know, but you really don't.
I could have a faint idea, but that's it.
She used to stick her fucking thermometer in my food. Oh, that's not cooked enough. I don't give a fuck. I cooked it this way on purpose. It's fish. You don't cook fish to the regulated temperature because it dries out and it's no fucking good. It tastes no good. Just your regulated fucking safety shit is shit for restaurants. Restaurants won't cook it this way because, oh no. But people cook it this way. It's like restaurants won't serve raw steak.
Yep.
I mean, or like, they won't, not raw steak. Restaurants will serve raw, some restaurants will serve raw steak. But let me put it this way. That same restaurant that serves a raw steak won't cook your won't sit there and serve you an extremely rare or rare hamburger.
Yep.
They will cook it medium rare best. But they're feeding you raw beef anyway, and if anything, the ground up version's safer.
True.
And I've eaten meatball mix raw. It's so, like, I had onions and shit in it too. And someone told me that
one part of me wants me to bonk you.
it's not that I don't want to eat onions, it's that I wouldn't. And so I was just getting used to eating things I didn't like and starting to like them. So I just ate it. I got over my annoyance, and when something annoys me, I grow an aversion. Again, that's my version of nice.
Yep.
Irritation causes aversion. I won't sit there and try to interact. If you ask me to help you with something, that's one thing, but I won't actively try to help you. I don't like you. And that's somebody I didn't hate. That's somebody I didn't like. They were somebody I disliked, but they needed help, so I figured since I was bored and had nothing to do, sure, why the fuck not? I got it. And again, the intention behind it wasn't to help them at all. It was, if I do this, they might like not make my life more difficult. If I'm nice to them, they might. I didn't give two fucks about helping them. My incentive was I had nothing to do, and by interacting and being pleasant towards them and helping them, they would owe me, in a sense. They'd feel like they owed me, and then they'd probably leave me the fuck alone. So, and leave my friends the fuck alone, because my friends are the opposite. My friends, I like my friends to be happy because it makes me happy. It's not because I want my friends to be happy. My friends happy means their interactions with me are much more pleasant. My mind is wired completely different from the rest of the world's. That's my perception of happiness. It's from a broken past. I had true friends literally betray me and put my life in danger on a daily basis. Deliberately on danger because in the area, bipolar had prejudice against it. So by psychological disorders, so bipolar, schizophrenia, which most people left alone just out of fear. Anger management was dangerous. They left them alone because of their aggression. So the majority bounced back onto bipolar. So everybody fucking jumped on bipolar people. And when I say everybody, there was nobody in the school on my side. It was a school of 300 to 500 kids and teachers, not including teachers, and none of them were on my side. Nobody would sit there and stand up and stop other people from picking on me. They would do the bare minimum. They would sit there and stop them, and that was it. That's all they did. They didn't sit there and make sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah.
They didn't say, hey, this was, you can't say that to this person. They say, nobody stood up and pushed for me to, that wasn't their job. They didn't have to do that unless, you had to do that with normal bullying.
Yeah,
they never once, there was nobody who had ever said to me that, it's okay to be this, you're not what they say. No one.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, they said they wouldn't, if they asked, they might answer. I mean, I don't think but that would be about it. At the nicest. That's a lot of fucking people. They overlooked anything they didn't catch. They gave basic looking into, and they look over everything. And of course, I'm not a snitch. So there's a lot that didn't get caught. But they didn't stop to see and to see if anybody else knew. And there was nobody who would actually tell the full story. most people would just say the bare minimum and not go into detail. They would just say that they were hitting me. Not for like how long. Not that it's been going on for the last 30 fucking minutes. So yeah. That's what it's like for me to hate somebody. And it broke my concept of friendship. That's why I can never fully fix it. It literally rewired me. That's when I developed sociopathic tendencies.
Mm.
Because I stopped believing friends were a thing. Because you go from one extreme to the other.
Yep.
When I say true friend, I'm not talking about someone who won't just not lie for you. I'm talking about someone who jumps into a fight and will get their ass beat along with you because all it is just additional victims. It's a losing fight. And they do it and get their ass kicked with you and make no other progress even though you told them not to, because that was what true friends did.
Yep.
They went from that level to literally assaulting me. And it didn't make sense. Because they knew that I had mood swings. Like, that I would suddenly change moods. It wasn't called mood swings, but they knew the definitions without knowing they were definitions of something.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
But the second it had a name or a label and they saw the label, suddenly discrimination at its peak broke my concept of friendship.
Yep.
And it's because in Florida, they're like, when it comes to discrimination, there's, how do I explain this? There's the group, like groups of people who do what they believe is right. The community adapts a mindset. When you're in Florida, what'll truly make you not be a Florida person, is if you actually give a fuck about small things. And do something about it. That's the personality of the state. So it made it more difficult for me because
we'll never be.
I've seen cops watch people have.
What do you get when you mix
so there's what's it called? You know the underglow on your car? There are counties in Florida where no cop arrests, they can do it in that county, even though it's illegal, because none of the cops give a shit. Like, to the point where people have bought these things openly and have them installed in their car and are using them and can use them in that county without ever having to worry.
Mm.
Even though it's a violation in Florida, they just don't care.
Yeah.
And if you come in as a cop and suddenly you have an issue with it, you're gonna piss every other cop off.
Oof.
In Florida, there are bars and places, and we just don't give a fuck. You kick your feet up, right?
We'll never be a part of.
And whatever that bar happens to be, then you're not a real resident if you don't. Like, the vast majority of places won't stop a bar fight. Otherwise, your reputation as a bar drops. Like, the community and entire communities will ostracize groups for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it broke me when that applied to true friends.
Yeah.
As a kid who didn't
Be
understand
right
how
back.
Florida works. Yep.
Being paged by family.
We'll never be apart again.
You can do anything you want to be, just don't be a fucking bitch. I love that part of the song. That part of the song was my favorite. That was my favorite redeem ever. It was on Fuzzy Slipper's channel. I had a redeem, folks, that I had her clip a part of a song, and as my intro, it would play that part of the, or I had a redeem, and it would play that intro. And it was just this whole bits and clips. And they pieced together this long video, and it was just
Confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
like different GIFs meshed together. And they just listen up. You can do anything you want in life. Just don't be a fucking bitch. And it was exclamation point DBB. Don't be a bitch.
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
Listen up. You can do anything you want in life. Just don't be a fucking... I love it. It's never gets old. I'm playing fucking hate you. Hate you. I got way off topic. I was talking about a playlist. I need feedback for a playlist. Maybe it's just that I...
Mission complete.
Acquire experimental decoys!
See you soon.
Baby, try it. Cause I fucking hate you. Do it with the way. Playing. Cause I fucking hate you. A liar. Hate you. Same to me. Hate you. Liar. Hate you. Same to me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. such a liar. Something's wrong with coinages. I'll claw my way out of any situation. I got a 1-2 punch. My way out of any hesitation. I don't know when this resets. It's for you. One finger and a fist. On my way out of any situation. Magical girl, come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands and wave wands and get our butts kicked by monsters. Then pretend like we're good at shit. Hey, look! There's cockroaches in my sink. It's fucking funny. One finger in a fist. I'll claw my way out of any confrontation. Got a 1-2 punch. Fight my way out of any confrontation. One finger in a fist. I'll claw my way out of any situation. Got a 1-2 punch. Fight my way out of any situation. You know what? I'll do that. What do we got? Cost, duration. Oh, rage. Where's duration? One finger in a fist. I'll claw my way out of any situation. Got a 1-2 punch. I'll claw my way out of any situation. I got a 1-2 punch. Fight my way out of any confrontation. Not hesitation. No punch. My way out of any confrontation. One finger in a fist. 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 I'll find my way out of any situation. I got a 1-2 punch. I'll find my way out of any confrontation. Dance, dance, dance in their face. We'll 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 dance in their face. Dance. Left. Dance. Right. Dance. Dance in the face. Dance in the face. Aggressively. Tell me what you need. Fuck you, go away. Fuck what? Tell me what you want. Fuck you, go away. Tell me what you want. Fuck you, go away. Away. And never come back. Is he still here? Hello? Okay. Go. Let Alright, mod is included. Actually, no, you know what? Mod is included. Go away.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need
Hello,
to
guys. I plan to sync Turag's chat as well as mine. Because I don't think he mentioned caring. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Fuck you. Go away. I should probably not sing these songs in there. Oh, I did not include my audio. Yeah, I should probably wait till he comes back. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Fuck you. Go away. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Fuck you. Go away. Tell me what you want. Fuck you. Go away. Away. And never come back. Come back. There's a diesel in my soup. Ah, get out of my soup. Ah, get out of my soup. Ah. Go away. Never come back. My focus, yeah. Yeah. Man, this is some bullshit. Alright. Because I have addicted. Wanna.
You have something to ask of the great Reyna?
Burn, burn. Am I even on the same playlist? I don't even know. Am I still on the playlist? Oh yes, burn this motherfucker down, that's right. And then next is the normal one. Oh, here it is. Here's the line. I know it. It's coming up. I can feel it. Alright. Here because I have addicted to marijuana. Hell no. Wanna? Some bullshit. Marijuana's not a drug. I used to. I came in here. Hey, I'm Ricky. I came in here because I'm addicted to marijuana. Man, this is some bullshit. Marijuana's not a drug. I used to suck dick for smoke. Now that's an addiction. You ever suck some dick for marijuana? No, I can't say I have. No, I didn't think so. Fucking gold, man. Then shut the fuck up and smoke my weed. I love it. I absolutely 100% love it. And shut up and smoke my weed. You bullshit motherfucker. Smoke that fucking weed. Let's burn this motherfucker. Help.
That was annoying.
Based on my playlist, I decided I should not include my audio when I started singing my shit.
Yeah.
It's probably good now that, like, it wasn't that bad until, like, this last track.
Hmm.
And I just realized now that I was only singing that last track because my audio wasn't included. You want me to do the bit since my audio is not included right now?
Hmm?
Rag, you want me to do the bit since my audio is not included right now?
What's the bit?
It's basically it's part of a movie for that rehab, but it's like not it's out of context.
I guess so.
Hi, my name is Ricky. I can't. I'm here today because I'm addicted to marijuana. Man, that's some bullshit. Anger Fist does bits. Man, that's some bullshit. Man, I used to smoke. I'm used to suck dick for coke. You ever? Now that's an addiction. You ever suck dick for weed? No, no, I can't say I have. Now, now shut the fuck up and smoke my fucking weed. And I was doing that along to the song, and I'm like,
Hmm. Yeah, I can see why.
I you can see why I
Yeah.
did not include my audio for that. I mean, that was the one song, but I had stopped including my audio because I was listening to a playlist that had certain things on it. And this is a playlist I need your personal opinion about. I need to know if it's good, if it's too mellow, or too bad for like the gothic personality. The
Hmm.
description is. That's what I'm really looking for.
Ah.
Hold on. I have to edit this. Um, it's sectioned off. Great for when you're pissed off and need to vent. Then, in another separation, viewer aggression may be advised if you're a wuss. F-bomb tracks. F-bomb tracks. I didn't put that right. First. F-bomb tracks first. Then everything else offensive. JK, maybe.
Hmm.
Is that too sharp? Not sharp enough? Or just right?
Hmm. I don't know. I'm stupid.
I think the everything offense. Like, I'm not trying to instigate my viewers. But I'm not trying to fake it either. Is that a decent way to put what I am without trying to pick a fight?
Yeah.
Okay. Should should now here's the better question. Should I try and pick a fight?
No, because it would become absolutely dumb, but it would devolve into something
It's
really
my
stupid.
playlist. It's my playlist. If I tell people off like outright attack the like mid-level people.
Well, with you, Wolf, if you did pick a fight, it would devolve into the weirdest argument ever at some point.
It's just like the you don't like it, get the fuck out kind of fight.
It would just get fucking weird. At least that's my opinion.
Bro, it would get weird or violent. Could be any of the two.
Probably both.
I'm not a fan of putting Saiyans in the fucking other universes. Nah. UA Saiyans is dumb. In a world where there is this a Power Ranger fucking AI? Oh my god. They really do have shit for all ages.
Yes, they do.
And they are all subjects. It's like giving My Little Pony an age. In a world where Power Ranger legacies linger and orphan teens. Oh, that's even worse. It's a book. Somebody wrote a fucking story about Power Ranger world stuff. I'm curious how to play this one. So you know how like it's like Jujutsu Kaisen kind of stuff?
The way I normally play shit off is untrusting.
Oh, the Jujutsu Kaisen, it's an AI chat app.
Yeah.
You know how like some of the typical AIs will do this kind of like a Jujutsu Kaisen story where it's about, you know, the female characters of a certain bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. In the summary, it says they wished you were real. Let me scroll up. That's the whole summary.
Fuck?
They wished you were real. And the first thing is, you're not real. You're not even close. Or more accurately, you weren't real. This is going to be one of my favorites. You were a fictional character made for a show. You lived in that show. You believed it was real. You believed that was your life. Body pillows of you were sold fast. Too fast. You didn't know that, of course. One of those body pillows happened to be Nobara's. She was having a sleepover with women from JJJ, Jujutsu Kaisen. They Jolly Jingle Kink.
Huh?
I had to get that out of my system. They were a little obsessed with you. Nambara, worshipping your body pillow. He's so perfect, Maki. I'd let him do whatever he wanted to be. Mia, I'm useless. I'm useless whenever I see a Mei. You're all delusional. You think he'd choose any of you over me? Yuki, I bet I'm his type. My wolf. Cause it's my base. It's just my unselected character name. It's just the name of my account, which is what they autofill it in with.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
I
yeah, no
selected a
shit.
character named Alex, it would switch that to Alex. Utahime, I wish you were real. And as if answering her wish, the body pillow began to glow, and at faint first. Then, in a blinding light, you appeared. A real person. they fit. It's basically
So
JJJK
basically, you were
girls
special
that
summoned.
are like fangirling over an anime character, and you're that anime character, and it just fairy godmothered you into this story, minus the fairy godmother.
Yep.
I think that's an interesting way into a story like that. That's fucking genius. You know what? I'm gonna tell them the way they did. I'm gonna comment on it. Let me. I was just going to skim through, and I was just going to skip over this in my scrolling when I read the theme. Brilliant. Comma. Absolutely genius plot. Genius angle to a plot. Creative, fun, unique, and just a really interesting way to
figure out
apply
gold.
your character, your custom characters without dictating traits about those characters. I'm gonna send that. Absolutely love that. That's just genius. Genius. This AI. I mean, I kind of want to favorite it. I love it. And also, I'm very biased because I have this whole bit where I'm the figment of everyone else's imagination, and I'm just collective insanity. And so this is borderline that, but magic wishing.
I mean, if you get magically wished, people are fucked. Because most of the time, anyone that has magically wished gets some kind of power boost.
Imagine if I didn't exist in all your minds, and I was just a fictional character that was in a story that was parallel to what was real, right? And you're in the not real world. What would happen if you wished me into your lives? Then your whole fucking lives would change. I would be a menace. I am a menace.
The world would be all
Imagine if
kinds
I had superpowers, though.
fucked up.
Imagine if I actually was wolf-eared, wolf-tailed, wolf-clawed. Could travel fast and follow scents and see in perfect dark. And fucking, I would, and fun and happy-go-lucky and whatnot. And next thing you know, I'm on your doorstep. And then you have to deal with that version of me. That's like super fucking curious. Would that not be a very, very intense version of me?
It would.
What?
Yes, it would.
And they also don't understand that hanging from a tree just outside of a town is a really fucking awkward thing to do. And would literally, it's like if it's our personas.
I find something that's gold.
And I mean that's just a persona. Now imagine if we were a full blown character, probably pulled out.
Okay, one raw gold, and one more. But yeah, that would be something intense.
Mm.
That would be intense, I will be honest. Oh, hell yes! Oh,
Okay, let me read this to you, and then I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna lead into
oh
this
no,
story. You
that's
ready?
him.
Fukumo is the enemy's strongest
Yeah.
warrior. She's extremely cruel and shows no mercy. One day, Fukin
Extremely cruel and
Fumiko
what?
shows no mercy. One day, Fukumi Fuckaroo slaughtered. Oh my god, I should not be reading that line with a fucking giggle on my face. Slaughtered all of my comrades using a knife.
Yeah, your bitch ass
And
will giggle over stuff all the time.
I just got, like, I got fed up with trying to say her name. So I just said Fuckaroo. Watari? Fuckaroo?
So yeah, you would be a nuisance with
On
that.
Monday at 2 p.m., I watched my comrades die quickly from knife wounds. I panicked. She kicked me, knocking me down. It was Fumiko, who did it. She's a threat to my country, and a terror country. They didn't put a period in here. It's gonna annoy me. A terribly deranged stare. Ha 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 ha. Laughter noises. Laughter noises. We're just gonna put laughter noises. I made my character. Let me read my character for you, right? 5 foot carrot. His name is Alex. 5'4", cute, adorable, pretty boy. Smooth, pale, slender skin, and a boyish face. Bright hazel hair and eyes. He is fast, agile, and I spelt that wrong. I spelled am with a and with a M instead of an N. There we go. He's fast, agile, and good at dodging, but not strong at all and fragile. He is very shy, easily flustered, and innocent. Will stand up to those that he gets attached to, but can't do much. He is very attractive and naturally stirs maternal instincts. He is the cute, adorable, maternal, strong woman want to protect. Bit. Magnet.
Yeah.
He's an involuntary lady killer and attracts strong, powerful women to reinforce the kind of almost motherly treatment.
Yeah.
Because that's how the character's built around playing the thing.
Yeah.
I tune characters to entire persona playstyles.
Yeah.
He is good with crafting and his hands. He is very skilled at making traps. So he'll run off and then the whole fucking trap thing will kick into play. He just will rig a whole fucking not super good at tech, but he is little trap thief bastard that can craft stuff.
So he just makes a bunch of traps like a little fucking gremlin.
Yeah. and can fix a lot of shit. It's not beyond Alex to fix a school projector because the teacher asked him if he could do it because Alex is always fixing shit. That's something I played into that character. He's just fixed a school projector at age, I don't know, because I shrunk the character because he was supposed to be a kid. He's like, you know Anya's age from Spy X Family? He was Anya's age equal sibling. And he's fixing the school projector?
Yeah, it seems like shit that would happen.
Another
there's
one
always
where
those whiz kids.
He's a grown-up. He just jury rigs an engine that to make it with, like, because he didn't have a whole bunch of parts that were made for the engine, so he jury rigs the engine to work better than it did before. But he is like hack. I mean, that's one where I built him more tech savvy, but that's really the other personality, persona, Leon. But I just played made Alex a mesh of the two. Leon's very smart, tactical, very practical, professional. Goes through the proper channels, will happily do whatever. If he goes through the proper channels, might not like it, but he'll go along with it. His most famous lines are, well, that was, well, this is lines. Well, this is a predicament. Well, this is unfortunate. Well, that was sure troublesome. Well, that was unexpected. He'll do that. If he is tied up in I can tell you what the first line is. A line will always be used if he is in one of those scenarios where he wakes up tied to a f***ing chair. Doesn't matter if it's soldiers or a yandere. You know what he says every single time?
Well, shit.
Well, this is a predicament. Now, if he's caught with his, like, pants down, that's different. That's, well, this is unfortunate. If he's caught before he gets tied up, then it's always, well, this is unfortunate. He has certain lines that kind of lock into scenarios. Because they're like his catchphrase. He wears fancy but yet practical clothing, and he is just straight up resourceful. He's not just super good at crafting. He's resourceful, which means he knows computers, he knows people, he knows how to make the best of whatever he's handed. Leon is a sophisticated little shit. And he's based off Leon as Kennedy, but like as a short, young boy who's probably like in his teens who grew up absolutely fucked. His theme, though not written strictly into a story, I think, is his parent. He was left. His whole plot, because I built a flavor text plot. His parents died when he was really young, before he could comprehend it. And by the time, and they left him his fortune, and the mansion, and the servants. The problem is, the wealth he inherited was limited. The company didn't make as much as it needed to without his parents there. So the company no longer worked. And by the time he was 5, he realized he was he has practically burnt through all of his money.
Oof.
And he's got, I forget if it's 3 or it could be 1 to 3 years. Typically 1 or 3 years. So he's either 5 or 6 or 7. Or it's his 8th year. Like, it revolves around that. Basically, it's 3 years from 5 to whatnot. From 5 to He knew he was uneducated and needed to do something. So from 5 to 8, he spent all of his time learning. He crammed in college level bullshit, like college mastery in everything. Learned etiquette, did all this, spent 3 years doing nothing but eat, shit, shower, sleep, study. Everything. That was his entire life.
Yep.
He had people make him food. He didn't spend any time cooking, and they came in with the food, and he would study through eating. That's just what he does. And from his entire 8th year before he turned 9, he liquefied the entire company by selling it. Like, straight up selling it, selling the assets, selling everything to somebody. That if he didn't buy it back in 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah.
They could do whatever they wanted. So he sold it in a way that he could buy back once he had enough influence to run it. So he predicted the long-term future. Then he proceeded to make one business that was guaranteed to have an income, like have a market. It was so successful that it would beat its contender, whatever business this happens to be, usually pharmaceuticals. He invented something way outside the standard and completely took the market. And so his brand got up there fast, got publicized, and so doesn't matter if other people do it. It's like, yeah, but it's not Cheetos. But it was still the hot new thing. So even if people copied it, his is like, even if people took it, basically his brand, his design was like the fucking, Hartford of its range. Then he proceeded to get enough income to do that, and then he bought back his other company and then hired people to run it and rearranged its systems, which cost him a lot in the thing, to redo the bits that needed to be done to get it back on track to float it. But that keeping it afloat wouldn't have taken too much time. So by the time he's 10 or 11 or 12, he is this genius little shit. And he knows how to legally make your life hell. He can hack your fucking computer if he wants. He brings a fucking recorder. So if there's an agent or whatever, he makes sure to bring the recorder. He has access to whatever he needs, because he's already predicted this is going to be a fucking problem at some point. So if his land has become restricted area, but its houses on it, and males are usually dead, the male virus wiped everyone out, and he knows that it's going to be a problem, because they won't agents won't expect people to be there. So he ends up in an altercation with an FBI agent, and he literally has the fucking deed to the house shoved away in his fucking tux, because he figured he would need it.
Yeah.
But he's not going to go out of his way to bend over backwards to make sure you know this, to answer your questions. If you want to make him do something he doesn't want to do, he's going to make you jump through all the fucking hoops first, or he's going to take the most direct, effective, proper channel to get you in trouble. for not taking the fucking proper channel. He had an FBI agent arrested because he had it all figured out. Because she gave him shit because he was a male that survived the virus and he didn't do the testing and all males are supposed to be dead and the FBI is really suspicious and it's suspicious activity. They're asking him all these questions and he finally just goes, I don't have to answer your questions. I'm not legally obligated. And you're breaking a few laws, by the way, trespassing on private property, pointing a firearm at an unarmed civilian, interrogating while using the threat of the person's life. I forget how I phrased it. And unlawful questioning, and I can name plenty others if you like.
I don't need to.
And she goes, I'm the FBI, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And he goes, no, you're legally obligated to follow the law. Well, I didn't break the law, I bent the law. And so he just says, fuck it. I'm done trying to reason with this chick. And fucking calls instead of calling the FBI because you can't, instead of calling the police station because you can't, she's pointing a gun at him, so he calls 911, even though he's being held at gunpoint by the officer that's trying to use that to question him. He uses that to call 911 to then explain the situation in detail so that 911 operators contact the FBI directly. Because he's learned everybody's protocol. So he poses the perfect situation, knowing what everything's going to do to reach an unreachable source that he can't talk to. He figured out a way to tell the FBI his story as it was going down in a way that would make them come help him by contacting an emergency thing, because it wasn't really about him being it wasn't like just any gun was pointed at him. They weren't threatening to shoot him if he didn't answer, but holding him at gunpoint also made it angleable. And then because they can find directly who it is fast if it's an agent, and then their protocol to what they would do, well, cops can't arrest an agent, so they call the FBI because they can handle their own, and the FBI he knows the FBI will send somebody to put her in her place. And she will be arrested, and she will be on a suspension at the very least. This is guaranteed. So he calls 911 to get her fucking, suspended. And then proceeds to talk the other person, because she's like, this isn't over. So he talks to the FBI person, saying she clearly plans to do it again. Can you like some protocol, or I'd like, basically asks him to have her watched, and because she plans to do it again, to make sure she stays out of his hair. And all it was she started questioning him aggressively. And she ends up on a fucking, so he just escalates things to a fucking realistic standard, but breaks no fucking rules doing it. It's simply sheer knowledge, the absolute shit he does to people. And the best part is it's legal. It's all legal. It's all proper. It's all literally by the book. It's all proper channel. There's no way to argue against anything he does, but boy does he fucking make... And let me put it this way. Even if you called it obsessive, you couldn't prove or say any of it's excessive. Because it's exactly what you should do in this certain scenario. Even if nobody does it. You can't argue that.
Shoot it down.
You were being held at gunpoint, but the typical person would just go, they were just asking you questions. You could just go through you didn't have to like, what if they shot? No, you can't argue with it. Oh, well, it was dangerous. Well, it was proper protocol. Like, you can't argue with that. You just can't. He avoids scrutiny by literally making things by the book. And he just makes your life fucking complicated if you try to make his life complicated. And he does it by the book. It's like assaulting a bully. For example, if he were to want to assault a bully, he would wait until that bully assaulted someone, say something, have the bully come at him, and then would literally claim self-defense when he fucking stabbed. He let it escalate in a way that was relatively safe, to the point where it was a justifiable scenario to stab the bully in the leg. And that's what he would do if he just wanted to stab somebody in the leg. He would go through all the fucking jump loops and hoops to make that, provoke that bully into a situation where he's justified to do it. And he will jump through all of those fucking hoops just to make your life hell, if that's what his goal is. He will angle the entire thing so that he cannot be told it was a bad idea. And he will do everything within a reasonable way. Albeit he at best he's lawful neutral. But honestly, Leon, I just realized, Von Wolf, is lawful evil. I just realized that moment when you realize one of the characters you made is not actually the alignment and is not a good person. Like, when you realize just how much of a bad person he is, when you built him to be tactical and neutral and semi-good, and he turns out fucking a lawful evil little shit.
Yep.
He will go, and he doesn't bend the law. He literally will take all the circumstances to he's not even your typical lawful evil where they're doing it for money. No, he will literally bend the law to fucking make a fucking point or to get you the fuck away from him. Like, he'll do it for the simple, which makes him extremely lawful evil if you think about it.
Yeah.
He won't do it because he has some major motive. He did it. He got her suspended by literally 911. That's a big move. That's a bold move. Have 911 call the FBI. Then have the FBI deal with her. Which provokes the fuck out of her. Like, she's going to now want to make his life hell. That's just a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That action caused that, and you cannot blame her for that. And it's super common to say this. You haven't heard the end of this. You don't have to be a bad person to do it. You don't have to be crazy to do that. It's a reasonable thing. You're just not letting something go. The thing is, the way he escalated that, you can't even fault her for saying that. She's not even that, and he knows she's gonna fucking say something like that based on her personality, and he still does it. He doesn't care if it's provoking her. It's the standard thing, and absolutely takes the law without bending it a bit and fucking plays it against you as if it were a simple game of fucking chess, but life. He is just out playing you. That's it. He literally sees it no different than a game. It's completely justifiable. These are the rules of life. The rules of life. He treats the rules of life like they were the rules of a game. You follow them.
Mm-hmm. Roughly.
And as long as you're following with them, you can't do any wrong. Now, you can be a total asshole and bully another player, but if you're following the rules of the game, You're just a dick player. There's nothing
Well,
anybody can do about it. It's just one way to play. And he just plays the official fucking way. And it's everything from as little as you're being unreasonable, you're asking a lot of questions aggressively, and it's becoming a bother. Because what if asked, right? If backed into a corner and forced to answer, he would tell you that you do know that what you did was unreasonable. Well, it was the proper procedures. But you knew you were provoking her. Yes, well, I did the most logical thing at the time. I mean, she had a gun. One of the proper things to do when you have a gun aimed at you is to call 911. Well, she was an FBI agent. She wasn't she was completely ignoring the rules of an FBI agent. Shit, did I get kicked? Rag, are you there?
I'm here. I was listening.
I got a message from work, so I didn't know. So, you haven't... She wasn't... She FBI agents don't do this. I felt threatened. I called 911. Well, you could have tried... All you had to do was answer questions. Well, I didn't like the way she was asking them so aggressively. But if you just answered the questions, it was making me uncomfortable.
Yep.
Well, why was it making uncomfortable? Because she was being a bother. So in the end, it boiled this entire escalation boiled down to it being unpleasant. It was unpleasant. So he was triggered because it was unpleasant. So he gets her fucking to answer these questions, and then picks out the things she's doing wrong, and literally gets her arrested. But if a criminal was tied up and pointing a gun at him, it doesn't bother him one bit because panicking and showing weakness and all that facade. So he just doesn't panic. He just doesn't panic. Well, this is a predicament. He doesn't show any sign of worry or whatnot because he's not worried because it doesn't help. So he just doesn't get worried. He can just not panic because panicking doesn't help you. That's what he do. So, held at knife point, by criminals, he would treat the situation no less different, except criminals don't have a rule source, so he can't manipulate that. He can sit there, and what he'll do then is try to manipulate. So he treats an FBI no different than he treats criminals. Because it's all one rule. So he sees nothing wrong with criminals. They're following their own rule structure, taking their own... completely devoid of... rules are his morals. He is lawful evil. I cannot believe how I made a character that's lawful evil when I was going for neutral good. Maybe not even neutral good, but like lawful neutral or lawful good. And I came out with fucking lawful evil. I came out with the only thing I wasn't trying for. With lawful. Just completely backfired. Absolutely 100% backfired. And the scary part is, you can tell it's not much different than how I think. It's like me if I followed laws. But I'm a chaos person who pretends to care about the law and can sit there and throw it out in a fucking second. Like, because my alignment's one of those complicated ones that can't be defined in sheer mere alignments. I am both lawful, neutral, and chaotic neutral, but will follow lawful things simply because I'm neutral. And I will be good towards things because I am a narcissistic neutral. Chaotic neutral. If I had to give myself a very specific non like D&D or D&D based and non-complicated alignment, I would be chaotic. I'm described as chaotic neutral. I will not actively try to make your life hell, but I have no problem with it. I have no problem being good or doing good, and I have no problem trying to follow law if it suits me, which would be chaotic at its like most lawful form. I simply follow the rules when they make me feel good. that's the chaotic and the neutral combining. It's the neutrality part. But at the same time, the chaotic part is the fact that I'm willing to break the law. Or, not the law, but the rules. I'm willing to break the rules and do so. Break the laws and like jaywalking and shit.
Yeah.
That sounded so bad.
Screw it.
I just realized. But no, it's like. I'm not afraid to sit there and not care about things or not follow routine. And honestly, I'm happier if a lot of things aren't law like the law they are. And I have no adversity to changing the law. So I don't reinforce the current law, which would also be lawful. If things I have a problem with, like the boys and the girls bathroom and the sex thing, like anybody to me, if you're gonna vouch for what makes it uncomfortable, and it's the law of society. To me, if the law of society changed and they combined all of the restrooms into one, I'd be fine with that. My problem isn't with men or women going into the men's bathroom. My problem is that society as a whole women feel uncomfortable when you're somewhere where women should only be. And mostly, if you're a boy, you have boy parts that work. The normal thing to do in the majority of society is to go into the bathroom that represents what parts work. So even if you're trans, most of society doesn't consider you transitioned until you lose what makes that gender that gender. So you might be a mesh of the two, but like, it's not what I feel. It's the common for society.
Mm-hmm.
And so for the rules and the rules of common society make up what should be like the proper thing to do. I won't throw a fit because if someone breaks the rules of society, and honestly, am not afraid to break them myself under the right circumstances, which is the part that makes me chaotic and no longer neutral. As I'm not afraid to do it myself. I won't strictly follow, reinforce, and will do it myself. Or follow, reinforce, or care, and I will also participate in if that is a unique circumstance. Like, example, if I'm out in the woods and there's no one around, and I don't think there's anybody around, and I can't figure out what the fuck the female thing is, and it's just more easy and convenient to go in the women or the male's bathroom, and it's just more easier and convenient to go in the men's bathroom, or if the bathroom is nicer or whatever, and there's no one around, I have no problem just using, or if it's one's occupied, I have no problem using the other one. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Florida is a chaotic, and I embody the alignment of my state. Florida is a chaotic, neutral state. We don't give a fuck. Which is a summary of chaotic, neutral. We don't give a fuck. You can make us give a fuck. But we don't, typically. For the vast majority, if someone else doesn't care, we don't care. Fuck the law. If nobody else cares about it, then we don't. And a lot of laws are based around that chaotic neutral. Florida.
Yep.
The way residents put up what they were doing.
If it's new research.
So they wanted to not allow drinking in the halls, like you not to be drunk or whatever. And we're so much so that they followed me into Eric's room to get on us because somebody, not even from my building, said that I was bothering them.
You're gonna go out looking like that.
Because I was drunk. I was tipsy, and the only fucking reason they knew. You wanna know what it is? You ready
They
for
were
this?
at the bar.
Because I said it. But I joked, and I referred to it as being drunk.
What do you need?
And then waited a bit. And laughed, then clarified. And they, because Eric's room was right there, we were walking upstairs to grab something from my room. We weren't like walking around the halls, different people's place, drunk, you know, from place to place. I went upstairs because I forgot something that I didn't bring down to his place. I had an objective. I also lived in the building. So I had an entire reason to walk through the halls. I wasn't just fucking around in the halls or hanging out tipsy. I was going from one room to another. And they felt the need from somebody who didn't belong in that building to walk into our personal areas, into Eric's room, to say that I've been walking around drinking, or walking around drunk, and got complaints from other residences. When it wasn't even somebody from there. They didn't even technically know I was drunk. And all they knew was that I was walking through the hall from one point to another. And they walked into the room. And when they could not nail me for it, you know what they did? When I had an explanation? They proceeded to ask Nikki if she felt safe. Because she was the only person not drinking. You know what that implies? So I tried to help them. Even as they're drunk, that's kind of when I reasonably tried to like point out, you gotta be careful with context. I was like, but without directly embarrassing them. You know what I said?
What?
I said, it kind of sounds like. I mean, I'm like, of course she could walk out. That's silly. I mean, it kind of sounds like you're implying that we're keeping her here. You know, to make it a funny kind of joke that.
What do you need?
You know what they said?
What did they say?
They said, well, I gotta make sure she feels safe. And I'm like, Nikki's sitting here actively ignoring them. She is deliberately not acknowledging the fact that she's being talked to at all. She's hearing them the entire time. She is literally nobody's talking. She's just watching the video game and ignoring the question entirely. What does that tell you about whether or not she wants to be there?
She definitely wants to be there.
Are we bothering her enough to make her leave?
No.
So does she feel safe?
Very much so, I would believe.
And she's Eric's fucking girlfriend. The odds of whether or not she feels safe is heavily in the fact that she probably feels safe because she's dating the guy. And she's not showing any physical signs of fear. Leave her the fuck alone. So what they devolved to was bullying. Better term. Harassing would be more accurate. They harassed Nikki because, that kind of goody two-shoe bullshit. And it was the opposite. So that's the kind of place that was set up. Just to put that into context. So when I say this next part, this is the polar opposite, and this is how I know someone from Florida designed this rule. You don't even need to look into it. It's the contrast from Massachusetts to Florida is so vastly different that Florida people can get along in Massachusetts, but they're very bothered by individuals. Yeah. We have no problem with you until you bother us. It's just much more of a whiny state in Florida. And we'll go along with it if we want to be in Massachusetts bad enough. Or we'll leave. And we'll get upset if you get hurt by that and give a shit for it, because that's out of line. That's a your state problem. We're not doing anything wrong. And all you're doing is annoying them. This is very Florida. Leon is very Florida. Extremely Florida.
Got it.
Try to look up what the different consumables I have are. That's 100. Probably do those.
I can't remember where I started building my base.
Absolute difference in personality. Leon is just that chaotic, or lawfully evil little shit. He has no problem fucking with you. I think I'll do this one. He has no problem fucking with you. None.
Of course not. It's practically you.
He is practically. He's like the real me. He's literally the real me. The unguarded. Like the me that I don't pretend not to be. I very very well pretend not to be. But it's only for my own convenience. I'm a narcissistic. No, I'm not narcissistic. I have not schizophrenic. Sociopath. I'm a sociopathic tendency Floridian. Very typical Floridian. I will do dumb shit, but I will do it smart. That is the typical Floridian. You hear of the fucking crazies, but if you actually look, did you know every place has their Florida man?
Yeah.
Florida's not the only one, and I think it's hilarious how like people from the northern states believe it is.
Yeah. I mean,
you can look up anywhere in the world. Like, actually, I've tried it. I've looked up Japan. I've looked up fucking Taiwan. I looked up Tokyo. Okinawa. Everyone has its fucking group of idiots. There is not a place in the world that does not have some people doing absolutely bonker bullshit. That's just the crazies. We call those the crazies. Everybody has them. And it's kind of adorable that a lot of the northern states in the US don't understand this concept. And they start talking about Florida man like he's the bag lady of the town. Except the difference is the bag lady is a singular person. It's not a group or a type of people. The bag lady, you know, like... They're... And they... But then they decide to, like, label the whole state. And exclude them. Like, New York, like... It's like politics, almost. They treat it like politics. Your party is right because you support your party. I'm fine. That the northern states seem to be very political. They're lawful. They're very lawful political. We're just very, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Lawful politics. Those are the two contrasts right there. That is the difference in the two states. There's like two sections of America. Northern, we just get very offended that we're treated like this. Nah, don't care. You sit there and whatnot. You make fun of us, and we make fun of you making fun of us. That's the difference in American states. And then there's just the ones that get butthurt, and we get butthurt that you're butthurt. That's the difference in the South. The North is this, you know, offended that we get offended that you are offended. I've had this person from Florida be like, there's the unreasonable drivers, right? That are entitled. Everybody has them. You know what it's like in Florida? Someone goes, fuck you. No, fuck you. And then they get out to fight. An actual scenario between two people who were like truly from Florida. And I am one of the people. I was walking, so there's a crosswalk thing, right? I'm on the sidewalk. He has a red light, right? He's got the turn on red, but he's got a red light. I'm on the sidewalk. Who has the right of way?
The pedestrian.
The pedestrian has the right of way. The pedestrian's on the crosswalk, therefore he's protected by rights strongly. And you don't even have the right of way because you're turning. So even if I were a fucking car, you wouldn't have the right of way. Right?
Right.
There's 3 different ways he didn't have the right of way. You want to know the 4th?
What?
I had the walking fucking lights. You know the thing that says to stop and go?
Yep.
My walking lights were flashing walking, which gives me right away to everything. Doesn't matter if you're on a bike, you need to stop. Right? The walking signal literally reinforces your rights to the crosswalk. That is a big no-no. That means not going can get you in trouble level. No. Not a, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know I didn't have the right of way. Slap on the wrist. That's a big no-no. If you hit somebody while the lights are flashing, you're under any circumstance, whether they walk into your truck or not, that's on you. That is your fault. Why? Because you went slow enough or whatever to almost fucking hit them. You should have fucking stopped. You are in the wrong because you didn't stop. If something happens, it's your fault. And that was from two different angles. So the fact that this guy was a self-entitled driver who, well, you know, cars that pass you and they honk at you and they almost hit you and you're like, motherfucker, I was walking here. You slowed down. I slowed down to make sure you were slowing down. You slowed down to a stop. Oh, I slowed down to just enough while I was figuring out whether I was going to get hit if I kept going or not. To not get hit. Then I speed up, and then you sped up. I have the right to be pissed about this. Yeah?
Yep.
There's no, like, so it's an entitled driver. Bullshit. Everybody has them. Now, instead of just ignoring it and swearing in your car like you would in Massachusetts, a Florida thing to do for an entitled driver is to double the fuck down. You're like an entitled driver will sit there and swear at you with their window open. They don't give two fucks. They don't see it as doubling down. To look at you and swear while their window's open. They don't understand. And when I get mad because you're swearing at me, I get offended that you're offended. This is the double Florida thing. The Florida on Florida thing. This is what it's like in Florida. When an altercation goes down. Do you know what he now? So he's aggravated me. You know. Then threatens. He goes, "No, fuck you." When I said no, fuck you, he goes, "Fucking say that again." Opens his door to get out to fight me. That is instigating an aggravated assault. Instigating with the intent of aggravating with the intent of aggravated assault.
Yep.
Do you know what the cop literally sitting across the street watching this fucking happen does?
Nothing.
Oh, he does, because he's gonna have to do something if we fight.
Oh, what do you do?
He flips his lights on, then flips them off to get the guy who's about to get into it to back the fuck off, because he's right there. In other words, don't make me have to do my job, was the gesture. The guy who was about to fucking fight me turns around, gets back, he wasn't even out of his car. He was opening his door and gesturing to step out. He turns his neck, sees the cop, closes his door, and keeps driving. And that's how it is in Florida. And honestly, as a person from Florida, I'm okay with that. that's a funny incident for me. That's nothing. I don't see the problem. I do not see the problem. Oh, a person from Massachusetts. Oh no, you should have done something. You should have had the cop didn't even do it. No, I don't give a fuck. Fuck the other guy. The cop having to do something makes me have to fucking do something. I don't want to do something, so just let him get away with his shit. Leave me out of this. If I don't have a problem with it, the cop shouldn't have a problem with it. I know it's his fucking job to have a problem with it, but if nobody cares, then who cares?
Frankly, my friend, I don't give a shit.
Right? Why reinforce a law nobody cares about? That is taken to different extents, but wherever you go, there's always an extent of that in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We are chaotic neutral as a fucking state. And it is an entire statewide. We are a goth state. That's how we put it. That is goth right there. That is what goth is. That is a goth attitude. Florida is a goth state without the style. They are not a goth style state. They are a goth state. We have gothic personality. That's what I was getting at this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my playlist to be a very gothic personality. Gothic punk. Now, Florida's just gothic. They're not punks. We won't fucking start shit and be all up about it. I'm a normal goth. I'm not a gothic punk. So, which is just the embodiment of chaotic neutral.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means to be goth. You're basically just hyper chaotic neutral.
Yep.
By nature. You are a very specific type. And it's like soon today, except not giving a fuck instead of actually caring. Except you don't lie about your feelings. You're just being honest about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like an inverted tsundere. If you see it as a big 7. With the corner scrunched. We don't care. Let's flip that 7 over. I'm just running in circles. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
So normal circle stuff. Got it.
You're not wrong. That's bad. That's so fucking bad.
What? That I automatically know?
The fact that I just sat there and replied with "You're not wrong." Typical circle attitude. I sat there and I thought about it long, hard, and good, and that was the response I had to that. You're not wrong. That was all I got. that is what I got, and that's fucked up. That when I thought about it hard, you're not wrong. I love it. That's expansion. That's not extension. Close enough. But oh, that derailed me so hard. Hold on, I'm still recovering from the recoil of that.
The fact I could automatically logic that shit.
Yeah, it just broke me.
Okay, I need a copper, a quartz.
The logic of it was like hit me hard, like a freight train. The fact that oh yeah. Anywho,
The fact I automatically understood why.
just like so Florida with a Massachusetts person. Let me give you a personal recount of something like an incident that involves somebody turning at an extreme. You ready for this? This is an example of an extreme Florida person who really just doesn't give a fuck. This is Leon's version of a Florida person. Let me just clarify that. Which is just me. As Rag deduced, it's just me. That's all there is to it. I am so chaotic. Well, he's a
Get some air again.
he's an evil version of me. He's my dark side. Actually, no, I don't think Leon would give a shit. I think he only really gives a shit when it's bothersome. And let me tell you, me versus Massachusetts person in Massachusetts with Massachusetts laws afterwards, right? So in Florida, the altercation between me and somebody from like the northern states, we're gonna call it, because I don't know where they were from specifically. They're turning left. They're crossing two lanes that go roughly 45 miles an hour, which is the average for a Florida road. So they're going the average speed, two lanes. That's a little bit much for them. At a pace that's a little bit much for them to go into a lane that is going the other way. Because the Florida roads are designed after highway, two-lane highways. The typical Florida road is not a highway. It is just a low Q highway. Highways typically start at their are 65 miles an hour, but they can go as low to 45 miles an hour. And they are two roads going each way. And the lowest Q is a one road. So it is on the low end of what makes a highway, and that's what a Florida road is. It's anywhere from two to 1 to 2 roads. It's anywhere from the low end to the high end. It can be one road, it can be two roads. It can merge into one road. So she's crossing this barrier to this light that flashes red, and she looks left. So far so good, right, Rag?
Mm-hmm.
Looks right. So far so good, right, Rag?
Yeah.
And
I'm listening.
floors it to make it across. What did she forget to do? Where did she forget to look, Rag?
Oh, the other side.
Straight. She did not look directly ahead of her. She did not stop to see if somebody was in front of her fucking car before she floored it.
Dumb or what? Is this some kind of dumb white bitch?
Yes, that was exactly what it was. It was a dumb, white, brunette, fucking northern.
Oh, she's brunette? Even worse.
Oh, yeah.
If she was blonde, there'd be a slight excuse. But no, she's brunette.
She got a short, she's a northern office worker who's probably timid. See, women and men, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this, but a lot of times their driving reflects their personality. The timid drivers will take every precaution in the book, but forget the basics. A lot of the time, they're so focused on being that timid drivers on an extreme will forget the fucking basics. I forgot to look straight. Oh my god, you freak it out. Because you're so focused on the left and the right, and making sure nobody hits your car, making sure you're coming, and you gotta check when you're overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
But timid drivers, when they're overwhelmed, will forget the fucking basics when it's a woman. A timid male driver will just try to stay the fuck away from everything at once. And they won't go very fast. timid female driver will drive the normal straight. They're both a nuisance in their own way. Everybody's a nuisance in some way. Everybody has something. Everyone pisses somebody off. That's just the way it is. There are types that don't mesh. And they like to stay away from each other. If they don't. And then there's other ones that just don't give a fuck and will... Or give too much fucks. And will follow you. And that is what we call road rage. That is a whole different story. All drivers have that version. That's just a road rage driver. That's one that just loses their shit. And that is an undertone that can go under any kind of personality. So, let me put it this way. She hit me. She didn't just hit me. She hit me enough to make me slide up her hood.
Dumb bitch.
By the time she was so, when I say she was so focused on not being hit, when I say she was a hardcore timid person who's very worrisome, I can guarantee it. Because she was so focused on everything around her that she didn't even notice she hit me.
Dumb
because
fucking
it didn't make
bitch.
an impact. She wasn't going super fast either. When she did fuck everything up, she didn't go fast enough to do any damage. But she didn't go slow enough not to fucking launch me up the hood. The damage would have been after the fact. Now here's the problem with this scenario. And this is how you can tell it's my very personal perspective of Florida. This is what makes, this part's going to make me sound very Leon. Which is just another way to say uniquely me. Because I can't, I just realized you literally couldn't be more right. So a very me, specifically Florida thing to do. Well, first of all, the Florida part comes afterwards. The very me part of it, so one leg slides up, both legs slide up the hood. You know what I do in that scenario? What goes through my mind? What do you think is going through my mind?
Whee!
This leg goes here, and this is what I should do to not end up hurt. There was an, oh fuck, I got hit. That part didn't sink in yet. I was too busy calculating and running the process through my head and figuring out how to dismount the car. That was it. That was the exact words through my mind were, shit, I need to dismount this. That was what went through my head. Those were my first thoughts after getting hit by a fucking car in this scenario. Shit, I need to dismount this. So I get one leg, and that is all I'm focused on. And I get focused on dismounting. No thoughts in head. Just autopilot. Pulls one leg up and over her hood light, right? Gets that over the car. Cool. Pulls the other leg up. Uh-oh, we have a problem. Was the first things through my head. So it's a very proper version of me too, because the exact words, Leon's words would be, well, this is unfortunate. No matter how you cut it, he's coming out in some kind of loss. Something's getting broken, something's getting ripped. It could be his pants, or it could be him. But his pant leg is now stuck, lipped under part of the edge of the car. You know what happened? This is a real story. This isn't Leon. This is me. My pants had looped up under the corner of her bumper. She caught my leg, got caught under her bumper.
Dumb fucking bitch.
What's the first thing that comes to mind if you got your leg caught under the bumper of a car that has hit you enough to slide you up the hood and is now decelerating?
Grab onto the top of the hood.
Not what your first actions are. What are the first thing that comes through your mind?
How the
Oh
fuck?
fuck! I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh shit, this is gonna hurt. Oh fuck! I hope this doesn't.
All right, you wanna know what my thought would be? Ah,
What?
shit, not again.
That's happened to you before?
Where I got hit by a car? Yes.
Oh, I mean, I got hit by a car. This is the first time I've had my leg caught.
Well, I technically got my
You
leg
thought, oh
caught.
shit, again. When I got hit, I go, I need to dismount this. I knew exactly what I was doing. I've had similar reactions on a fucking horse that decided to lay down and then roll over on me. This was my first time on a horse, and it fucking laid down and rolled over on me because somebody put its saddle on too tight, knowing this would happen. I know, because the guy yelled at him in front of me. The problem was explained. Somebody was called for help. He sticks his head out, sees exactly what's happening, and goes, Jared, or whatever the fuck his name is, John, you put the fucking saddle on the horse too tight. You know it lies down and rolls over when you do that the second it has somebody on it. This is a problem that's happened before.
Oh god. The fact that it was something that happened before should have really made sense.
My teacher, who's like this type of driver, who's overly cautious and stuff, but she's panicky, so she pumps the fucking brakes every time she stops. The only difference is the panicky version. She's timid and worried and not panicky. This is the same kind of teacher. My teacher goes, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you?" I'm fine. I dismounted. What did happen? Those were my exact words to her. I'm fine. I dismounted. You saw it happen. I did not get caught underneath it. I am fine. Am I emotionally okay? Yeah, I mean, I didn't get hurt. This is our interaction. I literally didn't give a fuck that the horse almost rolled over on me. Why? Because I was perfectly okay. And once I fix the saddle, it's fine. It's no longer my problem. But what if it does it again? Well, that's not my problem. Is it, Rag?
Nope. It's dipshit's problem.
It's whoever the fuck it rolls over on next. And it's either going to happen or it isn't. But I'm not going to be a part of making it not happen. That's not my job. I don't give a fuck. Hashtag Florida reaction.
Yep.
I care nothing for the law. You guys can reinforce your own fucking laws. I don't need to help you. I don't feel compelled to help you. I feel compelled to not be involved. I don't care if it happens again. If that's what if dipshit over here wants it to happen again, is doing it on purpose, I don't give a fuck. That's his problem. I don't want a part of it, but if we're playing a prank, I want a part of it. Well, it's not really legal. Well, we're friends. We don't give a fuck. My friend doesn't give a fuck if I punch him in the face, and he doesn't give a fuck if he punched me in the face. You getting involved is still going to piss everybody off, including the officer that now had to come to deal with two people who are going to do it again and don't give a fuck. The best, because everybody else doesn't give a fuck, the officer's best reaction is to not do anything because nobody's going to appreciate the work anyway. It's only going to piss everybody off. Just don't reinforce the law. We don't care. If nobody cares, don't fix it. If it's broken, and the law is the only thing that's broken, don't fix it unless we have to. Do not make me fix. And the cops' reaction to these scenarios is, don't make me fucking have to do something. Let me just have an easy day. Do not create more work, because you have to be a little fucking shit. I don't care enough to want to have this altercation. Yeah, maybe it makes my job better, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. Please, just don't make me actually have to fucking do my job. Like,
is this silver?
Legally, I should do something about this, but legally, nobody cares if I do something about this, so legally, I'm not going to do something about this. Don't make me do something about this. Don't make other people care.
Shit, I lost
Let
silver.
good things be. This is a blessing. Let it be a blessing. Don't make everybody mad. You get to punch him in the face. He gets to punch you in the face. You're both happy. Let it be a blessing. If nobody cares, Florida cops don't see it as a lot of Florida cops don't see it as a crime.
But they do see it as a couple of idiots having fun.
Now, they know they have to do something if someone higher up says something, because that's a lot of work and fucking effort. And some fucking buddy, but they're gonna talk shit about you about being a stick in the mud and a fucking goddamn pussy. And we will actively make fun of you, even if you are our superior, because we can. We're just going to hush in front of you. And snicker, and not really hide it, because everybody's just going to deny it. If you didn't directly hear it, everyone's going to deny it. Even if you are that asshole boss. Nobody's gonna suck up to the asshole boss. And if you do, we're bullying you. As a collective. Bullying happens in police workforces in Florida. Only to the people who did something that literally was socially unaccepted in the work office, even if it wasn't illegal. We don't want to follow the rules if we don't have to. We are chaotic, neutral. Now, we won't sit there and not reinforce the law. Chaotic, neutral. Why? Because it's your job. A Florida citizen at a bar, a true Florida resident, will sit there, right? And watch two guys have a fist fight. Rag, and you know what we do? We don't stop there. Do you know what we do?
Cheer 'em on.
Cheer them on. Buy beers. Pull out chips. And take bets. That is the typical full barroom reaction. You have the people taking bets while kicking their feet up and snacking on chips. And somebody is some kind of mix of at least one of those. One or more of those. Everybody is at least a mix of more one of those. And you're going to be very unwelcome if you piss every single type of that person off. So if you're the one who cries and bitches, you're going to have the whole barroom pissed off because almost nobody's like you. The mass majority will get pissed off. What does that result in? If the mass majority don't care if somebody bullies you, the mass majority is going to outright bully you. You are going to be openly targeted by the entire bar. And the police officer is going to pretend not to notice. If he can. Why? Because legally you're not doing anything wrong. Legally, I'm not forced to do anything about it. They can make fun of you and shit. And unless you want to actively file an assault, they're not going to stop them. They don't have to actively stop them. There was no filed... Police don't actually have to do anything. Technically speaking.
Yeah.
Unless some major law is broken.
True. Ah, finally I got the frickin' battery charger constructed.
Now they can get in trouble if they don't do something, but they're not legally forced to.
Yeah.
I mean, technically that is them being legally forced to. But in Florida, there's so few that will give a shit that we just see it as the social standard. And so the workplaces change. Because nobody will fucking keep up that quota. Because nobody cares about it. We embrace it. You ask a random civilian their thoughts on it, they're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. There's not gonna be any bleeding hearts or pee cry bullshit. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
They can bitch all they want. Nothing's
They can cry and whine. There's gonna be none of that in Florida, though. Or you're gonna get bullied. You're not gonna rally a party by crying, bleeding heart bullshit. You're gonna get bullied by. And if you have a group, they're gonna get bullied. So yeah. All you're gonna do is make more targets. They're gonna be angry. The masses will be angry with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we call that? A mob.
Mm-hmm.
Florida is a mob. I love it. I love my mob state. Angry mob
Oh
state.
man, I don't got enough titanium.
When upset, Florida becomes mob.
Yep.
Trying to piss off the mass majority of the people makes us a mob. Get
True.
very upset.
The people who
And
don't
if mass
fucking
majority of
understand
Florida not
that
giving a
are
fuck
dumb
about
as
the
hell.
law makes us a mob. Because if everyone's angry, nobody cares. And if nobody cares, as they start with, and then everybody's angry, well then nobody's gonna do anything about it. And then if nobody does anything about it, there's a lot more people encouraged to do something at all. Why? Because nobody's gonna give a fuck. And that is how you have a very abusive state. The state is the most laid back, yet abusive state ever. That is Florida. If I had to pick my most laid back, yet most abusive state ever, Florida would be the definition of that. We are chill as fuck until you bother us. We're like potheads. You steal our weed, we get very upset at you. We hit you with something. We don't go murderous, rampage, psychopaths. But you took our shit and we're gonna whack you for it. That was my fucking weed, man. Whack! That's what Florida's like. That was my fucking laid back chill, man. Piss off! You made me have to do my job, man. Fuck you. Florida in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I love my state. I might not be living in it, but I love it. And it is always my state.
It is your home.
It is my home. So, I landed. I pulled harder, basically. My foot came loose. It tore my fucking jeans. Was I livid? Oh, I was fucking livid. Well, was I irritated as fuck? Yes. Was I very unhappy that my jeans tore? Yes. Would doing something about it satisfy me? No. I got a long walk home. I got a 4.75 mile walk home. I've barely started. I just want to go home. I don't want to make myself have to do more shit. My ankle is sprained. You know what she does? Oh my god, are you okay? Do you need an ambulance? No, I'm good. I'm good. I gave her 2 of those gestures. I waved my hand from side to side, and I gave a thumbs up. You're like, no, thumbs up. And then the easy, you're okay sign. I'm okay. Is what that translates to. No, I'm good. I'm okay. And then I waved the keep going gesture, and I'm saying it as I'm doing it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? You're limping. I'm fine. I just want to go home. In my head, I'm going, leave me the fuck alone, lady. You already fucking hit me. Don't make me have to stand here for a fucking ambulance. I'm fine. The sprain will go away in a few days. I could bill you for insurance. I probably won't get shit. You probably won't get shit. You'll probably get fined. Everybody's unhappy. It's a lot of fucking work to get that much. I might get like $40 fucking dollars, but I'll have to do $200 worth of fucking effort to get it. Fuck you, I don't want insurance. You can keep your fucking money. Keep your fucking money, leave me the fuck alone. If you are not handing me $40, shut the fuck up and leave me alone. You've already hit me, go away. That is the very Florida part of it.
Mm-hmm.
The very Leon part of it was the first words that came to mind. Well, this is unfortunate. Well, shit. First thing was the instinct mode. I need to dismount this. His first thing when he gets cornered is, well, this sucks. Same exact mentality, yeah? Same exact response? He just phrases it more proper. Well, this is unfortunate. It's a very sophisticated way of saying, oh, well, this sucks. Well, this sucks is the very lazy, so he's the inverted in very, very minute traits. But he's basically me. You know what happened when my leg got cut?
What?
Oh, well. So his first thing is to react. When a leg got caught, he would say, well, this is unfortunate. What first words that go through my mouth is, oh, shit. This is bad. Pull! And so I did. I pulled really fucking hard. Just very uncomplicated instinctive actions. Ripped my fucking jeans. Lands. Fuck, they're ripped. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Is the secondary afterthought. Literally cussing myself out in my own mind. I am sitting there and telling myself, no fucking duh. In my own brain.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I'm fucking just so detached that I will sit there and fucking argue with myself. This is how unbiased I am, naturally. I am so snarky that I will snark at myself. In my head. It is down to a fucking literal function feature. I can't escape it to the point where my brain thinks that way. Yep. I am goth by literal nature. And that's the shit that goes on in the goth head. Oh my god, it's hot. Fuck. I don't want to feel this way. Fuck this. This is so difficult. Why do I have to feel this way? Fuck this shit. I don't like this. This feels great. Fuck yeah. Oh no, is it gonna stop? Fuck. Don't stop, you fucking pussy. This is like the shit that goes on in our minds. It's honest tsundere. It's just on the outside as well. Mm-hmm. And not limited to one person. We just treat everything this way. And we can get very possessive.
Or get very stupid.
I am a fucking punk goth by nature. But I reel it in to be a very humble goth. Only because I don't want to deal with more trouble. I'm a very humble goth in the sense that I don't make more trouble for myself. I'm a Florida goth. That's fucking great. Mm-hmm. I love it. I am such a Florida goth. Wouldn't you agree, Rag?
Yeah.
I has 4 jars of pickles. I had 1 jar left, and I figured I needed 3 because 1 was not enough. 3 more because 1 was not enough. Even though 3 is the normal amount I get. Only because food stamps, so 3 to 4.
What do you put in the, What do you put in the
Actually, I'll only get
fucking
bread.
coffee vendor?
No. Nom nom.
Merp, merp, merp.
I get very snarky. I want to stop caring. And you hear it a lot with my friends, and you think I'm joking. But half the time, I pretend so much that you don't even know when I will phrase things in a joke a lot of the time, to the point where my joking almost sounds like sarcastic versions of my niceness.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. They're honest versions of my niceness. My niceness literally sounds like my sarcasm. I just dropped the sarcastic tone, literally. And act like it's not sarcastic. And that is what Max calls my version of nice. Nothing changes. I just play pretend.
Uh-huh.
To not cause more trouble for myself. That is me being nice about something bad that happens.
Yeah.
Which means that me being nice is me not stabbing you in the fucking leg. I'm setting up this whole fucking spiel because me being mean is that. I will set you up and fuck you over in a way that everyone can't argue with.
Yep.
Julie. You know, remember the person I hated?
Vaguely.
Julie?
I vaguely
Nothing nice to
remember
say
her.
about her. You know what I did? My mom's like, maybe I should say something to her. No. Leave her alone. She's already started to cook my fucking eggs. Let her have my fucking eggs. I'm moving because of her. I want to go out on good terms. Now you can tell this is pretending when you see the shit I do behind the back. This is the typical me you see. What you don't see is the real me that will do shit behind that typical me. So I'm just playing pretend of this part. I pretend to be genuine. Doing nice. When I do something, it also means that it's more genuine. See what I'm doing there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't be disgenuine. So we went to leave, like actually leave. If you ask me in any other story, made a mistake and accidentally, and what that translates to is I deliberately and purposefully locked the fucking outer breezeway door, knowing I just turned to student today, basically. Knowing she would take the door apart, give Jimmy a reason and purpose that he could actually use to evict her like he's been trying to do, and get her to lose her fucking home. That also helps my friend. So I'm a good person. And that all translates to, what I said was, I accidentally locked the door, and figured she would take the door apart, which is something she really shouldn't do. She should call Jimmy or wait for Dave to get home. Like, taking a screwdriver to the doors, pretty much borderline vandalism. She could get away with it, but at this rate, she's caused such problem for Jimmy. Then I'm just gonna tell him to use this to get her out, because we've been looking for a way. An arguable case, and this makes it easy. And he's hard to talk to because he speaks Chinese. Alright, everyone in there, have a great time. In the translation, I'm never gonna see Dave again. I don't want to give him a reason to just send me a few bitchy fucking comments before we stop talking to each other, because we're gonna drift apart. So I'm not really gonna try to stay in contact.
Mm-hmm.
We were buddies, not friends. He's a friend, but he's not gonna contact me, so.
Yeah.
So, that wasn't the reality of it. And you see, that's what it's like when you see the real me. That's what it's like when I hate somebody. I turn evil. Like Leon. But he'll just do that shit because you're bothering him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's evil. I think I'm gonna raid out. Pretty much done.
Yeah. I already rated.
What'd you raid?
Mizuki Mischief. Yeah, and I got their name thing. I could put it up for you if you want.
Try to raid them.
Alright.
On my channel.
Slash raid. Yep. It's loaded.
Alright. So making you editor fix that.
It fixed that part. But it hasn't fixed the whole title change stuff.
That's fine. Might take a while because you haven't clicked it a second time. Just fine.
Oh, I can hit the raid now if you want.
No, hold on. Let me get Saf in here.
Ah, yeah. Got a bit of time. Thankfully.
Alright.
Oh, she's in? Or just wait for that all to go?
Go.
Go? Okay. Oh, by the way, Miz is a wolf as well. Alright, 2 more batches of creep vine and I will be all set for the plant fiber. For the freaking fiber. Oh! I am so sorry, Sea Monkey. I am so sorry, Sea Monkey. The poor baby.